Hello everyone and welcome back to the great city of London as a new day is dawning. A spring day, that is. So gone is the cold, in with the warmth, and we're starting a new day as a nice businessman, I guess. A profitable businessman, a profitable life that we have right now. Let's go ahead and start right away this episode with one of the most important things in life, Scooty pooping. Getting babies done, or at least having some fun with my wife. So she's waiting already, ready to be taken, I guess. Valkis needs a brother or sister. We'll just see about that. Of course, meanwhile, my hospital continues to produce goods and tend to the patients. There is already another visitor here. And yeah, let's just check the books for the last year. I'm very eager to find out what has happened in winter. And then we have our list. So we made a total profit. No, we cannot see that, right? Business. Total profit. Where is it? Where's my total profit? Oh, yeah, it was negative in the last year because we invested so much. Chance of survival made quite a lot. So 4,500 that we get out of that. My crypts are doing fine on a steady basis. So around 2,000 to 3,000 usually. Minstrel tent is gone. The barber hut, that is a bit of a surprise. The sharp razor didn't do much, right? Building upgrades and add-ons, we invested quite a bit into that. So the 3,600 is now dragging it down. Other than that, it would have been a nice profit there once more. And the barbaric barbers, that's the new building, of course, negative 10,000. We had a total investment of 12,000 for the first day, a bit of business for the barbaric barbers, right? Now it should start to really do something again. So the initial cost is pretty high, but we can afford that. That's good. And you need to invest money to make money. And hopefully that works out then just fine. Also, was it successful? Yeah, it was successful. She's pregnant once more. My Beatrice is going ahead and pooping out a new baby, hopefully soon. Valken, meanwhile, continues to work in his pest house. And yeah, let's also, first of all, check this one here out again. I want to see if my patient or my customers get attended to, and yes, there is one at least that is doing it. The others are producing goods, right? But there is one and she or he is getting treatment done in the bath. Humphrey. There you go. So he seems to be quite happy with that. And I'm always a bit scared of people running around with torches close to my buildings. Stop with that, please. Alright, so we are making something here. Another important change that is happening now and happening now more often is your reputation has increased, right? The reputation status of a dynasty with the inhabitants in harbor area of London is now friendly. This will affect the motivation of employees in businesses located in harbor area. So this is the southern area of London. So harbor area is over here. No, that's central London. There we have it then. That's the harbor area, right? Because there's a harbor, the port of London, where we could make some far trade if we have the skill acquired. Harbor area looks pretty underdeveloped though, right? So there's almost nothing here. The execution site is here. And there is actually someone eagerly waiting for the next execution. Is there a plan or something like that? No, there's not. Belongs to the city of London, but there's no executions planned right now. That's basically it. There's really not that much to this district at the moment. That's of course going to change at some point, but right now, not that much happening. Alright, but at least my dynasty reputation is going up. And as we can see, some like us, some really don't like us that much. The Pargeter family, for example. We should just be careful. No hostilities so far, right? So some of them might be dropping down even further than into hostile areas, so then they would start attacking us. But since we have a pest house, I think this is pretty good for reputation boosts in general. And we also boost our own reputation once more with garments and stuff like that, whatever we are wearing. So it should be fine. Now, I would like to focus, we have 24,000, I would like to focus on my next titles, the free citizen title. We do need that to increase our business limit and also unlock a few more actions, like access to the far trade markets then, for example. Trade missions we could do with that, and we can build a well, I guess. I don't know, it seems to be an action there. And before we go with that, let's also have a look at the social skills. That is something I haven't really touched yet, and it's pretty important though. So the social skills, Here, we can invest influence right away in getting skills. Ambitious one is the first one that we can acquire. And this one gives me a flat out 10% reputation bonus. The free cities allow people to throw off the shackles that force so many of them into the old status quo, thus preventing them from developing their intellects to achieve prosperity and influence. Your ambition is to the higher is awakened to the annoyance of the nobility and the clergy. Let's go ahead and spend this one. 50 influence is not a lot, and I really do like that reputation bonus. Next up, we would get skills right away. So here we would have the productivity increase, and here we would get +1 perception or 10 health. Oh, there's charisma. That is very important. Rhetoric. Up +5 charisma there as well. So this is the one, if I want to go into politics, that is a tree that I definitely should keep track of. But we are too young yet for politics. We want to make an empire, right? So that's that. But I need influence. How can we get this? We do have a couple of actions. First of all, I could have the church donation. Really bad overall. 2,300 for 38 influence. That is not great. The bribe an official is probably still the best option that we have. 6,000 for 500 influence. That sounds about right. I think we don't have any other real investment that we could do, right, in our action tree. So let's bribe an official once more. And just hope that we find someone who is eager to accept our money there. I have a feeling that's the one that we already had once. Oh, there's 85 for Iris. And I think we might go for Iris. Victoria is 81. No, let's go with Iris Crouch. 85% chance. Let's pay the 6,000. It's not that hurtful anymore to us. Right, so we make this money easily again. But it's still not a lot of money considering how much money we need. Right, so 8,000 for the next title alone. That is pretty steep. Right, this bag of coins was just lying on the ground. 87%. And yes, it could indeed be my purse. Let me know how I can help you. Very good. So that was successful. I would like to go ahead. Oh, no, I can't go ahead with the right next one. There's a cooldown on this action. Bribe an official, and I think it's 1 day. We cannot do it all the time. At least we got 500 influence. And public relations. I could do this here to get some experience points. And it will, yeah, so go and talk to the mob. To the common people and convince them that your dynasty is different from all the others. We're not doing that yet. Both my achievements gives me 5 influence. Not something I really need. So let's just be happy with the 500 influence. And we can use them to get the free citizen title. And I'm up for that. Let's go ahead. Congratulations. And we receive the number of businesses 6. Maximum number of henchmen 2 now. So we can slowly start up our own army if we want to. And there's the well and the rostrum. I have no idea what that is. So we'll find out, I guess, about these things. And with that, I should also be able to... No, patrician. Okay, I need patrician title for medicine 2. For the infirmary. And that is 12,000 coin and 750 influence. Ooh. There must be new ways of getting influence, I hope. Because that is not going to be a quick route otherwise. Alchemy, also patrician then. The preacher though would be citizen title, right? So we could go for the citizen preacher hut and start becoming a clergyman or so. I do, however, have now a new ability. And I could buy this pest house here for 11,000 coin. It's still without a dynasty. It has no sign next to it. And I think we're going ahead with this. We are close to that, right? Oh, there's another scriptorium coming up. Space is getting rare in these districts here, right? The further we progress. So as we can see, other dynasties are building their houses here, right? Their workshops and stuff like that. And this one is just really good because it's central. It's right next to the market. That gives us a nice bonus then to the visitors. I mean, look at the graphics. This game is truly beautiful. I love the atmosphere. As things just progress here. And yes, also, we take the spot, the prime spot, and that is my goal here. And no one else can take it. So that is a pretty big bonus there. 11,000. I'm waiting up for that. So we are close to that. We just need to make a bit more money. Balkan, continue please working. So all of them are working here now. Perfect.
I'm busy.
And he's going back home again. There's also now court proceedings happening. So there we got, for example, a verdict here. The trial of Robert has ended. The accusation was 3 evidence of pickpocketing. So that also shows you can't really just go around and pickpocket. If there is another one close by, there would be an evidence, right? An evidence. And the accuser did not appear before the High Court. Therefore, Robert is found not guilty. The accuser is gone. All right. Also makes it easier, I guess. And that was the City of London, right? So that was a court, the Court of Justice that is being held. And yeah, I think it's happening in the City Hall then. Or in the castle. No idea about that, but still. At least that is interesting, right? And we can be we can attend the Court of Justice there too, even as a judge, if we have the high office for that. Now, let's go for, we have the 12,000. Let's go ahead for the pest house. This one here that I would like to purchase. 10,200 for the lusty leech. Let's confirm and purchase that. That was quite steep. We get a reputation bonus because these people now work for me and they like us immediately because of that. And the cool thing is with that, we purchased something that already has workers in it, right? It doesn't really have any upgrades, unfortunately, but it has workers. So we save a bit of money there. It has a transporter, 2 workers. And with that, yeah, let's just go ahead and get us another worker. So that we have 3 workers working here. And that's basically it. Let's start with the automated production this time. I would just like to go and see how this one fares then. So we have one hospital that is working under my supervision with the loop production. And then we have one that is automated now. Since there's not a lot of collecting going on, right? They will always stay in the building. So whenever there is a patient coming along, he will get treated. As opposed to the barber hut where people actually collect something, go out in the world. They don't have to do this here in the infirmary or the pest house. Right, but that's my second building now, my second pest house in London. We're expanding our business and it's a beautiful location at that too. So I'm expecting lots of patients and yeah, they produce now the flea away. That good here to sell it, I guess. Let's make the front storage though. So 4 for flea away, 4 for syrup and 4 for the bandages. And I hope bandages is being produced because we need that for the front store. Brings us down, though quite dangerously. So 1,500 coin is not a lot. That is basically one transporter purchasing goods. So we need to be careful of how money is flowing right now. Plus we also need to pay a lot of wages now every day. I probably haven't considered this now. I hope we make enough money before the day ends. Very important before I forget it, we need to set the maximum storage here for this pest house that we just bought, because otherwise you would be endlessly buying. So for selling it's fine, right? Plant essence, don't purchase endlessly. Go for that. We do need honey for sure. So let's just make this one. So everything that we purchase, let's set a maximum amount of it, so that the transporter doesn't go too crazy with my money. And that is selling here. So selling is fine to a minimum storage of 7, so that we have some bandages left over for the front store. Same goes with the fever syrup, and the flea away can also be a minimum storage of 2, so that we have 2 in the front store. So there's 4 in the front store already. Transport is on its way right now, the Bernadette, purchasing goods. And still, that should be golden. We are at 5k, perfect. So money is coming in again a bit. I think the painkillers, we got lots of them. In this one here, right? Or this one here, the flea away, right? So that's 300 coin each. If someone purchases that, that will be a nice profit indeed. Oh, also important message. King Henry IV is dead. He suffered a stroke. Thanks for that information. That is the market crier. Market shouter. Oh, and just when autumn begins, my family is growing. Martha has joined. Very bad with dexterity. The rest is still looking okay. She's a deal maker. You know how to manipulate people to do what you want them to do. If you play your cards right, you might even write a book on the art of the deal, or become the lord of the manor of your own fiefdom. That is Martha. Let's not call her Martha. Let's call her Clara or something like that. Very good. Clara is now part of the family, and we are growing, right? So that we got 2 of them now. And Valkis is already 3 years old, and we can finally see him. Not much to him at the moment though, and we cannot also do any action with him at the moment since he's still too young for that.
I'm busy.
Meanwhile, the money is really growing, as we can see. So these pest houses are selling all their goods pretty quickly there. So also the last bandages are being sold here now, leading us to 16,000. Despite all the investments, money is coming in quite well now. Still, this is the pest house here that has the most patients at the moment, right? So there's always patients here, it seems. Whereas with the new pest house that we built, there's barely anyone. I haven't seen a single patient there yet. Oh! Alright, I take it back. There's 4 now, so I think it takes some time to ramp up, right? But there's quite the amount of people waiting here. Why is no one attending them? Because it takes so long for them to produce the flea away. Right, let's boost production so a cycle doesn't take that long. Customer satisfaction first of all, and then productivity. Yeah, we can already go up there quite a bit. They produce a bit more, a bit faster, and then they can attend the patients, right? So 2 of them are doing that now, and we have the goods available, so yeah. But as we can see, since this is a busy spot, it's going to be really profitable, I think so. Alright, we got 19, almost 20,000. Let's bribe an official again. What I noticed is, I think at least, that the price is going up, right? It was 6,000 at one point. It's 8,500 now that we need to pay to bribe someone. I think it is scaling with our business size or something like that. And also the chances are not the best anymore. Yeah, Margaret, you are going to be it this time though, I think. 86% chance. Let's go for Margaret. Pay 8,500. Get the influence, and that's the only way how to get a proper amount of influence, at least until we, well, learn a new technique or so. I haven't seen one yet to get any more influence, unfortunately. And there's Margaret. She's actually, and it failed, but we got the money back because she is right now, I think, yep, she's waiting for at my barber hut, by the way. She's waiting for treatment, so we're just going to wait, let her do the job. Let her get treated, a haircut or a bath, what she's taking. A haircut. Alright, Margaret. But hurry up, please. Could just have a small chat with her. As Brixton is looking good, right? Brixton is well on the way, becoming bigger and bigger. Look at that. More and more houses everywhere. Becoming a real dense city there as well, almost. Alright, Margaret, don't take so much time here, please. There she is. Oh, she's on a horseback. Oh, that's going to be tricky. Let's try again. Let's try to catch her. Margaret. There she is. Perhaps we can get her on the horse. There it is. Perfect. And what a beautiful sack of coins. Oh, she declines. Can we do this one right away? No, the cooldown counts. That is, yeah, that is really a bummer. So in that case, we need to wait a full day now again before we can do that action. And Valken goes back to work making money. Alright, there's one more thing to consider though. We are failing with that right now. The next title would be 750 influence. That is a lot, right? So even if the next one is successful, we would still need another successful one. So it's going to take a while before we can reach the patrician level there. What I need though is I need another pest house in this district here, in the Tower of London district, because it's getting dense, right? There is the dynasties here building their houses, the tincture, the brickery, and just in general, space is getting rare, and I want to get a good spot with my next pest house. So for that reason, we do need to delete now another of our buildings, And that is most likely a crypt. The crypts have been fine in the beginning, and they really offer a nice stable income, but it's a lower stable income than, for example, the barber's hut or the pest houses give us. Let's just wait for the year to end, and then I can check the total balances once more, but I'm pretty sure that I will need to get rid of one of these now. It is my roots though, right? So these crypts, they were my beginning, my home. But one of them I have to give up now. It's probably the new one, not the old one. So the year is over. I would like to check my books. That was for the year 1414. There you go. So as we can see once more, the pest houses are actually pretty good. I mean, 12,000 revenue. We had the building upgrade cost here. That was pretty high for the chance of survival. And also for the lusty leech, 4,800. Other than that, that is just insane. 12,000 revenue where we only had an investment of 5,000. So this one made us 7,000 profit, the lusty leech, in the last year when we count the building upgrades out, right? And also the chance of survival here's 12,000 revenue and 1,600 for the services. That was even better here, the building upgrades, if we go get rid of them, right? So pretty cool stuff overall. They are making good cash. Both of the barber huts are worth it, right? Both of them are having a profit of around 3,000. And then we got the crypts with around 2,000, 2,400, the grave fiends, and in that case we're going to get rid of them, of one of them now. They're profitable, no doubt about that, but profitable on a low level, right? So the 2,400, we're making 6,000 with the pest house, and also we need to secure us some spots in the best locations of the city. So it is the Gravedigger's Crypt that is going away. The Lonely Graves here was my first one, so I'm going to keep this one, and the Grave Fiends is the one that we can now destroy. And in that case, we can only really demolish it. We cannot sell it or anything like that. Off it goes. With that, we lose 3 employees, right? But yeah, well, Gravediggers. And oh, we by the way still have the original ones here. Maria, right? She started out with us. And she's 29, still single. I wonder why. But she's not finding anyone. And with that, we have a proper location now. In the middle of the night, we're going to build us a new pest house. Worms and worries. And please give me a good location. Look at that. It's horrible in here. Alright. There's a spot here available. There's not that many spots anymore. Ah, that would have been perfect. Main road wise. Also not possible here. What is that? Bakehouse? A patrician's house? We're not... Oh, we could purchase the patrician's house for 10,000 and destroy it. To get this prime location right beside the street. We could do the same thing with that one, but that would destroy kind of like the city image. I mean, we can do it here, right? It would be possible, yep. In this very prime location. I think we're doing this. I mean, it's really expensive, but the location... Oh, it would also be possible here. But wouldn't that look very strange beside the city hall? It might seem horrible, but I'm going to do this. I'm going to purchase this patrician house here for 11,000 almost, right? And then I'm going to delete it. Oh! I will actually receive 9,000 back again. Alright, wasn't so bad after all. And then we can place in this hospital here, right in the city center, and construct it. There you go. And we got a prime location right beside the market almost, in the center, right? That's just very good. Artful Amputations, it's called. And it's my third pest house. And yeah, with that we have secured now 3 prime locations for these pest houses that we're going to upgrade all the way to hospital then, of course, at some point. And I think only the harbor area would be now available then to us. But the harbor area, there is no rush here, right? There is not that much happening over there. It's all about these very important city districts that we have, the central ones, and Artful Amputations coming out. And we're still sitting on 18,000, so it wasn't that bad. And I think also, yep, let's bribe an official once more. The cooldown has run off, and Market 82. Not really much, but I will try it again. And it's just beside the school. Not that it means anything. It's just meaning that we are very central with that. Alright, and this bribing was successful, so we get, oh, actually 550 out of that because we have this bonus of getting a bit more influence out of it, right? So we're sitting at 750 influence. That is right as much as we need for the patrician. What a nice coincidence that is, and we do need that title, but 12,000 is steep, especially since we need to invest now quite a bit into our new building then as well. So it's still going to take a while before we go with patricians, but so far foundation has been laid, another bribe successful, and yeah. We have finished a new building right in the center here. I'm really happy about that. Stay tuned.